Hey everyone out, this is James from James B Studios. Just checking in with you. I'd like to thank you all for your support and bearing with me here. And I'll have some new prints out shortly. I'm just trying to reorganize right now and take everything to the next level. And besides that, just been doing a lot, trying to find myself lately. Which is involves like a lot of deep thinking and just maybe some drinking, and trying just pondering my own existence here. What's this all about? And the more I do that soul searching, I think it's if more people did such activities, the world would be a more peaceful and better place, less frustration, and more just trying to achieve things that are more useful to humanity in the long run. But it's interesting as my I keep thinking about things, and I've been lucky to have experienced at least a few times in my life events that have looking back have been very impactful and sort of guided me towards uh, choices to express myself and create, and things that have opened me up to what can only be described as the occult side of existence. And I don't mean occult as in black magic or demonic, anything like that. What I mean is like the hidden motivations, or what influence this world, behind the scenes. And one of the, I've just been reflecting here lately, and I'd just like to share a story real fast here, an experience. Um, I was around one of the first experiences where I was awakened. Something's going on that we're not privy to, or there's something, we're just very minute, so it really doesn't matter, you know, in the scheme of things, what we do with our lives. So be free and do what you want to. But the event was, I was around 12 years old, and my brother was 2 years young. He still is 2 years younger, so he was 10 at the time. And picture yourself at your grandmother's house, and it's around a 30-foot long room, and the TV's at the one end of the room, and you're at the end of the room on the couch or love seat. And to your left is a gigantic picture window, 17 feet long by 9 to 8 feet tall. And it was a typical August lightning-filled Ohio day, where tornadoes. There's always a good probability a tornado could hit at any time, and or form at least in the sky. And I look out the window, and the sky, literally within 5 seconds, turned from um, a gray overcast, which is typical, into a very bright green sky. And if you ever lived in Ohio, when you see that bright green sky and lightning on it like that very frequently, that means there's something not good coming your way. Usually a tornado. So we're like, oh shit. And there was tornado, warnings on time at television. So, go to the basement if you have to. Well, it's lightning like crazy, and we're watching, I don't know, we're watching time with Scooby Doo or some kind of cartoon. I can't remember specifically. But it's lightning like crazy, and all of a sudden, this bolt of lightning hits us what could only be described as right outside the window. and it's the brightest light you could ever imagine. If you ever been near a transformer on a television or a electrical pole when it blows up, and that bright light you see, bright white, something like that times 10, or like a blinding white light. And I put my arms up, because I'm like, oh shit, this is not good. I'm gonna be blind or something. And I bring my arms down, and all of a sudden, what I can only describe as like a basketball-sized bluish white orb of plasma comes floating through the window. And, I look at my brother, he's petrified. He's staring at it, and I'm staring at it. And we're just scared shitless, Like, what the hell is this thing? And it came through the picture window, which is halfway, in the room. So halfway between us and television, like, 15 feet away. Floats by us at a snail's pace. It was probably around 2 to 3 feet off the ground, and it floated at the same speed, all the way through the room, from our left to our right, and exited the room. And there's a hallway that goes out, and you go left towards the back bedrooms or right towards the kitchen. So, dummy me, I want to see where the thing went. I was in statue mode, and I shook it off, and without thinking, I automatically headed towards, to see where this thing went. And I went out toward the television, looked to the right, and I saw the thing floating down the hallway. And all of a sudden, as fast as you can imagine something moving in the blink of an eye, it jetted to the right towards the kitchen. And seconds later, not even seconds later, a fraction of a second later, it only sounded like we could describe it as like dynamite going off, and something hitting the side of the house, like an explosion, remnants, hitting the kitchen wall. So my grandmother comes out, and she's like, you guys, she figured lightning had hit, a tree outside or something. So we go out, look off. All of us look out the back porch door, and lo and behold, apparently this ball of light had went out the kitchen, through the kitchen window, into a slab of concrete on the back exit, and exploded out a 5 by 5 foot chunk out the corner there. So that's just one thing that I've seen and witnessed, and it just made me think, that, man, something's up. And I read a lot about, like, science fiction. And actually, I was starting to turn to science fact the more I read, about like UFOs and stuff like that, and like the occult, the hidden side and hidden knowledge. And if you read in science, in our three-dimensional world here, the highest state of energy is what? It's plasma, right? And this thing, this ball, which could be classified as in nature as ball lightning, which is very rare. I've researched. It actually wasn't until like 6 months ago I just started pondering on what the hell happened that day. And I think what that was either, and it sounds crazy, but either like maybe not like a extra or interdimensional being, but some higher form of existence, higher form of energy, because the way that thing was, went through that picture window and down that hallway. It was checking out. It was only described as like it was checking us out as much as we were observing it. It was observing everything. So that's weird. I mean, this ball lightning, when I research it too, there's similar experiences people have had where it's floating by them very slowly, like that, and I don't know. It's just something I consider like I know we talked about it before, but it's something I consider like that has given me the realization that we're not meant to be here and work in a factory or be a mechanic. We're meant here. We're here to create. And to add to humanity. Whatever that means. Whatever the definition of humanity is. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just something I just wanted to document and put out there. It's like a very weird thing. So I don't know. Yeah, it's about 3 a.m. I'm just here kind of blabbing, but anyways, this is James, and thank you.